Hey guys, what's up? This is Cam Blam. Welcome to another vlog. I know it's been a while since I've done this. It's basically been a whole year, but it's finally around that time to where I can make another plush video. Now, what's gonna make this one a little different, that it's not gonna be just based on Mario. It's actually gonna be based on like all Nintendo in general. Oh, and something that's also different now is that I actually have a bucket to put all my plushies in. But anyways, let's go ahead and get straight into the video. Alright, so starting off, here is our old Mario, and then here is my new Mario, my old baby Mario, and then I have a brand new baby Mario, which this is I think the all-star version, which I'll definitely be using this one. And then here's the Fire Mario, here's my Tanuki Mario, or Raccoon Mario, whatever, my Builder Mario, and then here is Dr. Mario. Man, when I found him at the mall, I was just like, dude, he looks so cool. And here is Metal Mario. Man, this plush is just so cool and like super shiny. And then the material just feels completely different compared to the other ones. It took me a while to actually get this one because like I was just not happy with how the head looked. And every single one I found in like any store, it was just not right. So I said, you know what? I'm over it. Just get it. And then, here's a big Mario. I actually didn't show this off in the last one, so it's not really new. It's still old, but I just didn't show it off. But yeah, I can't even remember when or where I got this, but it was really cool, and the arms were like, they got this like swivel thing in them, and I thought it was pretty cool. I even used him in one of my old episodes as like a Mega Mario. And then I have an even bigger Mario, which is actually like this Mario backpack or whatever, and it's got a little zipper thing in the back. Yeah, like I said, I didn't put him in the other video, I didn't think about it, so yeah, here he is. And there's all my Marios. Now for the Luigis, here is my old one, then my new one, my old baby Luigi, and then my brand new baby Luigi, of course, just like the baby Mario, also the all-star version. And then here's Fire Luigi. And there is all my Luigis. And now for all my Toads, this is my old one, my new one, and then an actual new one, which is Captain Toad. This Toad is super cool. I think my favorite part about this is actually the backpack. And then here is my yellow squirrel Toad. And there are all of my Toads. And now for the Yoshis, here's my green one, orange, my baby blue, and then here's the red one. And there's all my Yoshis. And moving on to the princesses, here is my old Princess Peach, my new Princess Peach, and now I actually have a baby Peach, which is, you know, cool I guess. And I also have a cat Peach now, which is, you know, pretty dope. Here is Princess Daisy. And now, of course, I also have Baby Daisy. And then here's Princess Rosalina. And, of course, Baby Rosalina now. And then Cat Rosalina. Which, honestly, I think is kind of my favorite cat design out of all the other ones. Besides maybe Luigi, which I don't have, of course. But I think the only reason I'm liking this because it's like a dark blue color. Which, you know, anything blue I pretty much like. And there you have all of my princesses. And then for the rival characters, here's Wario. And then here's my Waluigi. Good old Birdo. And then one of my favorites, Nabbit. And then there's the rivals. And now for the Bowsers, here is my old one, my new one. And here's that ugly dry Bowser, which unfortunately, I still do not have the new one. But I do have Dark Bowser. And this guy is so cool, let me tell you. I mean, it's not even an official Nintendo plush. For such a like huge and bad character in the franchise, like it's super surprising that Nintendo didn't make a plush out of him. And to be honest, that goes the same for like all the other different versions of Bowser. And there you have it for the Bowsers. And now for all the Bowser kids, here is my new Bowser Jr., my old one, which I just call Baby Bowser, and here is Larry Koopa, which of course I did not have him before, and he's actually kind of one of my favorite ones, just kind of for the fact that he's blue, of course. Then here's Roy, and another new one, Lemmy, which is kind of hard to find sometimes because, you know, you can always find these fake ones on eBay, and you know they're fake because, like, his mohawk would be, like, sewed on there backwards, or, like, or the wands look really weird. I mean, heck, the Koopalings are, like, super crazy on eBay, I tell you what. Then here's Wendy, and another new one, Iggy. I really don't have much to say about him. I mean, just look at him. He's crazy. And then here's Morton, or Morton Jr., whatever it is. And then here's Ludwig. And finishing it off is Kamek, or a Magic Koopa. And there you have it. That is all of Bowser's kids. Alright, and for the common enemies, here is my old Goomba. And the brand new all-star version of the Goomba, which is super awesome. It's like, its shape is so, like, well, three-dimensional, and the fact that, like, it actually has a mouth, like, that is super cool. And the same goes with the Paragoomba. Just the same thing with the other one, except this one has wings. And then here's my green Koopa, my old red Koopa, and my other old red Koopa, but with wings. And then my new red Paratroopa, which is, you know, same thing as the green one, kinda, except with wings. The only thing that's kind of different about this one, it's like in a pose a little bit, kind of like the legs are bent backwards to make it look like it's flying. I kind of hope they have a green one with wings. I mean, it'd be dumb, but like, I kind of want it, just because. And then here's my Piranha Plant, and then my other ugly looking one too. And now I have a Cheep Cheep. I did have another one that I got from a lot, but that one was like so ugly, I just did not want to keep it. So far, the All-Star Collection only has a red one. I kind of hope they make more, because, I mean, to be honest, there's really not a whole lot of sea creature Mario plushes. Speaking of sea creatures, here is also the blooper. And then here is an old Bob-omb, my other old Bob-omb, and now a third one, which this one is actually the All-Star version, which is way nicer than the other ones, because it's like, the color's like more bold than the other one, and plus the tips got this like, kind of like burnt thing on it. And here is a Bullet Bill, which I don't know if I had this one or not when I did the other collection. I thought I did. If not, then well, here it is. This is technically my old one, actually. And then here is the new Bullet Bill, which is funny enough to be way bigger than the other one. Wait, actually, hold on. I just realized there's not a string on it like the other one. Okay, I guess I can't hang this one up then. Then here is my Boo, and my other old Boo, and my brand new Boo, which I'm pretty sure this one is the actual All-Star version, not like the other ones. I mean, I can kind of tell it's a little more round, and the mouth looks funny, but I mean, yeah. And here is my original Dry Bones from the series, my other ugly looking Dry Bones, and then here is my brand new Dry Bones, which this one is like way better than the other ones, because it stands up like the other Koopas too. So yeah, and there are all of my common enemies. And now for the unique enemies, here is Shy Guy, and then another old Shy Guy, and my brand new one, which this one is actually the All-Star version, because in the other video I said that the old one was, which I guess I was wrong, because I'm looking at this and, well, it's actually a lot bigger than the other one, which I really don't like that much, but I mean, like I said before, I really wish that they would make other colors for the Shy Guys, just like they do with the Yoshis. And then here is my Lakitu that I cut off the cloud. Yep, pretty much just like what I said in the other video. I was gonna cut this one off if I got the new one, which I may or may not have. So yeah, now characters can be able to just sit inside of this. And no, Lakitu does not have any legs for some reason. And here is the new Lakitu plush. And then here's the little thing that he throws down, which here is the actual little spiny here. And here's one of my favorites, the Wiggler. And here's my Fuzzy. And then the Mecha Koopa. And then here's my Chain Chomp, which I still do not have the All-Star version yet. And then here is my Porcupuffer. And then my little small Thwomp pillow I got. And I say small because now I have a really big one. The only thing that's really different about the other one is that this is like the spiked version of the Thwomp. And it's obviously way bigger. And it actually doesn't have anything on the back. And there you have it for the unique enemies. And here is my Boomerang brother. And now I have a regular Hammer brother, just like the Boomerang one. And now, here are my top 5 enemy plushies. And here's my new Hammer brother. I originally didn't want to get this because I wanted all of the Hammer brothers to, you know, kind of look similar. So that's why I got that other Hammer brother to look like the Boomerang one. But I thought, well, since I'm collecting pretty much all these other All-Star ones, I might as well get this one. And I'll admit, this one is really nice. And then here's my Monty Mole. Next is Spike. And then Pom Pom. And of course, my last one is still Boom Boom. And there you have it for the top 5 enemy plushies. Alright, now on to the Nintendo plushies. Starting off with Toon Link. So this Toon Link is actually my old and first one. I mean, you can tell with how old and raggedy it looks, just like my other Mario plush ones. The only time I ever used this plush was in my old Across Dimensions videos from like my other channel, I guess, which I do have a playlist of that saved somewhere. And here is my new Toon Link, which I mean it's basically the same thing, just, you know, newer quality or whatever. This came out when Wind Waker HD came out, I assume. So yeah. And then Toon Zelda, which this one is actually super cool. And like, I think the first Zelda plush there ever was. Well, besides that like really, really old one or whatever for Ocarina of Time, I think. But I would say this is like the newest one they had. And then here's Toon Tingle. I guess you consider him a Toon. I mean, this is the version from Wind Waker, so yeah. And then finally, Breath of the Wild Link. This has got to be like one of the coolest Link / Zelda plushes they've like ever had. It is like down to the bone, like so much detail was put into this. And of course, with there being this Link plush, I'm also gonna get that Breath of the Wild Zelda. And there are all of my Zelda plushes. And now on to Pokemon, starting with Pikachu. Now, I would say the only time I ever used this plush was actually in the finale of my plush series. And then here is Pichu. Really not much to say about him. I mean, he's the first evolution of Pikachu. Okay, and then here is Squirtle. Which, I mean, you know, it's alright. But, I mean, like I said, I just feel like it's a little too big. Especially this one, which is Jigglypuff. I mean, I just feel like she is ginormous compared to all the other plushies. Like, I mean, it's a Pokemon, but like, it really shouldn't be this big. And then we have Charizard. Which, I gotta say, this is like probably one of my coolest plushies that I've ever gotten. I mean, it is just so awesome. The only thing I really don't like about this plush, well, as you can already tell, are his wings. And then we have Mewtwo. I really don't have too much to say about him. I mean, it's Mewtwo. Like, he's like one of the most well-known Pokemon there is. And that would go the same for Lucario. Which, Lucario is actually like my #1 favorite Pokemon ever. Now, this is gonna sound weird, but like, I'm not a huge fan of Pokemon. I mean, I like some of the character designs and stuff like that. And the only Pokemon thing I really know are like the anime and the movies. Which is kind of like the reason why I think I like Lucario so much, just because of that movie. And there you have all of my Pokemon. And for Star Fox, here is Fox. Yeah, it's pretty much like the only Star Fox character I have. I know there is a Falco version like this somewhere out there. Or at least, I hope. Like there's one still available somewhere, like on eBay maybe. And then for some Pikmin, here's Captain Olimar. I mean, it's a little weird that he doesn't have the bubble on his head. But I mean, other than that, still awesome. And of course, what's Pikmin without a Pikmin? So yeah, here's the blue one. Not really much to say. I never played Pikmin before, so I don't know everything that Pikmin do. So yeah, there's those three. And now for Animal Crossing, here's Tom Nook. So I never was a fan of Animal Crossing until I started playing New Horizons. Cause I mean, I just always thought, well, that really wasn't my style of gameplay. But then when I started, man, is it so fun. And then here's Isabelle. I've had this one for a long time too, but you know, I just never showed it off. So yeah, here it is. And there are the Animal Crossing characters. And for Splatoon, here is the Orange Inkling. And currently, this is the only Inkling I have right now. I kind of wish that the gun wasn't attached to the hands like this, like she wasn't holding it. But I mean, it's a plush, so I mean, what are you really gonna do about it? And now for Fire Emblem, here's Ike. Alright, look, I'm gonna be really honest here. I have never played any of the Fire Emblem games, and I only know these characters because of Smash Brothers. So yeah, that's pretty much my only reason for collecting these. And then here's Lucina. It's pretty cool. I mean, it's kind of like the Breath of the Wild plush, to be honest, all the detail and stuff they put on it. And there you have it for those characters. And now for the Kirby series, here's Kirby. You guys may remember he did actually show up in my Mario plush series as well. Yeah, I've definitely had this Kirby for a long time now. Speaking of, here is Meta Knight. I do like this Meta Knight plush a lot. I mean, sure, the sword is in its scabbard or whatever, but I mean, still, it's a really nice quality. And then here is King Dedede. So it's kind of the same thing with Meta Knight. It's super nice quality and all that. The coat is so awesome. Yeah, sure, he doesn't come with the hammer or whatever, but still, it's really cool. And then here is a Waddle Dee, which is just one of King Dedede's minions. Same here with Waddle Doo. And can I just say, the stitch work on his eyeball is just amazing. And then here is a Goro, which is, basically just this floating spike ball. And then here's a Scarfy. I kind of hope they make the evil version of this. Because, usually in the games, whenever you try to attack it, it would transform to this Cyclops looking thing with a giant mouth trying to eat you. And then here is a Freezy. Honestly, my favorite part about this are the eyebrows. Literally, I can just make him look sad. I can make him look really angry or super confused or something. And then here is Burning Leo. I am super impressed with this one. The flame hair is got this cool fading on it or whatever. So however they did that, that is super awesome. And here is a Poppy Jr. This is the one that throws the bombs at you and stuff like that. Then here is Chef Kawasaki. It's pretty cool. I kind of thought it would be a little bigger. It's actually pretty small. Put it next to a Freezy, they should not be the same size. Speaking of sizes, here is Kracko. This is actually one of the main bosses in the Kirby series. But again, like I said with the size, this Kracko should not be smaller than King Dedede. But by far the coolest one is Wispy Woods. It kind of seems weird that it's a tree plush, but it is so awesome. But yeah, Wispy Woods is by far the coolest plush I've ever gotten. Here I am, once again, looking at all of my Nintendo plushes put together. And man, can I just say, wow. I may have not gained as many new Mario plush characters as I did before, but with the amount of Nintendo plush characters that I have stored, it is so good to finally take them all out and put them next to the Mario plush characters. I just think this is so crazy to see them all put together like this. And to be completely honest, I actually have even more plushies to show off in the future. Well, that pretty much wraps it up, so I guess I'll see you guys in the next video.